Mr. County Executive, I'm from Dundalk TV. I'd like to know if you'd like to say anything about the North Point Government Center.
How you doing? Good to see you.
I'm doing well. What do you think George Harmon's chances are?
They started Precedent in Baltimore County that has never been before. That it's a precedent of selling parkland, and this particular general area is one of the most populated areas in the county, and it's a small area, so it means that it's very densely populated. And of all places that you need parkland, it would be in this particular area, but yet they're selling what's 27.43 acres. Originally, the county executive put it up for bid proposals, and Vanguard picked up the bid, and they had made a proposal that originally 15 acres would go to putting a shopping center in. Now, that really concerned me personally. And I remember telling the county executive that we have so many stores, we have over 100, and I was estimating at that time, we have over 100 stores in this area that are currently vacant. Why are we selling parkland to make more stores? And his statement to me was something like, "Where do you get your figures from, Stab?"
Yes.
That's exactly how he placed it. And I said, "Mr. County Executive, if you'd like to come down to Dundalk, I will personally ride you around and show you stores." Now, since then, I found out that there weren't 100 stores. There was 160. And I actually got photographs of every store in the area. And when I'm saying the area, I don't mean way out in Rosedale. I didn't go back there. I'm just talking about maybe within a mile and a half, if that much, of the North Point Center. So there's a real question as to whether we need additional stores in that area. I'm all for Dundalk. I've lived here all my life, and I want to see it flourish. There's really only a handful. We had 2 meetings, one a pre-PUD and one a PUD meeting, and each time we had hundreds of people at the meeting, and each time there was a handful of people who were in favor of the sale, and the rest of them were vehemently opposed to it. Baltimore County has totally reneged on what they said they were going to do, even though John Q. citizen in this area were overwhelmingly opposed. And I say this with emphasis. Scott has several thousand petitions that's in opposition to it. Karen has several thousand petitions. Overall, we've probably got 6,000, and we stopped getting them. Petitions of people, but yet the county executive has cited in the paper that there is 1/3 that are for the sale, 1/3 that is opposed to the sale, and 1/3 who just don't give a damn. Now, I don't know where he got his polls from. They're absolutely wrong. Where they renege is that in the RFP at North Point currently, there are 4 diamonds, baseball diamonds. There's 2 full-length soccer fields that are on North Point property. What they're showing now in the plans are one diamond and another diamond, a portion of which is on the Grange property, not North Point. The original 15 acres that they said is now grown to at least 15.7 acres. Vanguard came up with one plan that actually showed a piece of the church property from the Merritt Park Baptist Church a parcel of their property that they included in the property they were going to give the county. That was very nice of them. They also included ball diamonds and soccer fields and everything else, which were on Grange. And when if you read the letter that I wrote, Brian Shepard, when I asked about the fields, he very quickly came up and said, "Now wait a minute, you're getting the same fields you had before." Well, we're not. The fields that they're talking about are on Grange. That they're going to expand Grange, which means that some more of the property is going to be diminished. And this is a bad thing. Not only, I've spent a lifetime in recreation parks. I'm not sure I'm out of it yet. And I love recreation parks, and I see what it does for the youth, and I see what it does for the people. Many of the people who bought their homes at Eastfield bought the homes because, in Stanbrook, bought the homes because they were so close to North Point and to some nice open space fields and so forth. And there's a number of them that are selling now supposedly because they're afraid they're going to lose it. The whole thing is a mess, and I don't know what the purpose is, but the thing that scares me more than anything else is the idea that precedent has started, and I don't know where it's going to end. Maybe the next is going to be Fort Howard Park. Maybe the next is going to be Bear Creek. It's a beautiful little area there, the school and the parkland that's on the water. That would be great for condominiums. Water's Edge Park, right on the water. Be nice to have condominiums down in here. Not as far as the Water's Edge people are concerned, not as far as I'm concerned.
Right.
But you don't know when it's going to stop. And that's what we're trying to do, and I'll stop here.
No.
That's what we're trying to do, is we want to stop it.